Hi everyone, thanks for watching my professional counseling skills video. To jump right in, both sessions were what I would expect for counseling. From my own personal experience, counselors have always come off warm and relaxed and, creating what feels to be like a safe atmosphere. In terms of skills and characteristics that I noticed, from our text by Simmons, Lilly, and Coonley 2020, I definitely saw both counselors demonstrate the Solar method, so sitting squarely, open posture, leaning in, making eye contact, all those things really engaged both clients. In the first session, the counselor used open questions and probes, like saying, I got a sense that balance is important to you. Can you tell me more about that? He also demonstrated reflection of feeling, so acknowledging times when the client took deep breaths and helping her analyze the feelings and emotions behind that. So he picked up on those nonverbal cues, which I appreciated seeing. He also summarized at the end, and I like how he took what the client was expressing and put more of a positive light on it. So he took her anxieties and frustrations about being passionate about her work and the stress that it caused by saying, it sounds like you're really passionate about what you do and you desire to do it well. I think that if a counselor said that to me at the end of a session, that I would feel encouraged. In the second session, the counselor used door openers by inquiring about how her date had went, that they talked about from the previous session. So we started off the session by, jumping right into asking her an open-ended question. I kind of found that instead of using other helpful skills like open probes and more reflection, it kind of seemed as though he already knew what the client was going to say, and it kind of seemed like his responses were already planned. He also tended to talk a lot over her. It seemed like it didn't seem to me as though he was really digesting what she was saying. He did use goal setting and gave her homework for the things that she had described that she was struggling with. So by, giving her the task of coming up with 2 activities that she really wanted to do and inviting someone to at least one of them. Characteristics in the first session, the counselor definitely showed empathy. He had a warm attitude, and really, I think, recognized the client was doing the best that she could in her circumstances. Through all the interactions, he was extremely gentle and respectful. In the second session, the counselor definitely seemed more assertive. I thought it came off a little judgmental. He interjected by mentioning that the last time they met that she didn't really know how she felt about going on another date, but she went anyway, and kind of questioning her. I think that could also be seen as kind of like a challenge to think critically about why she may have made that decision. His tone was gentle, like I said, again, just more direct. Theoretical orientation for the first session, I thought of person-centered therapy. I felt like he was really trying to help the client grow and understand why she feels the way she does, looking at her self-actualizing tendencies. And he definitely showed empathy, genuineness, and unconditional positive regard. For the second session, I thought of rational emotive behavioral therapy, again, because he was very assertive and direct in trying to help the client understand their behaviors, such as just kind of going along with what everyone else wanted to do, but not expressing how she felt or what she wanted to do. I think a mix of both of these sessions with these counselors would be good for me, someone who does challenge me to think deeply, but also that warm, safe, and empathetic atmosphere is something that I would definitely need to feel safe to disclose information. A question I thought about towards the end was how a counselor would go about a client experiencing crisis or distress at the end of the session. I know that readings have talked about leaving a gap between sessions, just in case one goes over, but just kind of learning more about how a counselor would handle that and de-escalating strategies that they could use to help the client come down from those moments.